Sure that we are all good and ready. Apparently it's waiting for me, KDB TV on my phone. Alright. Greetings, my abras, cadabras, and alakazams. And welcome to the Rising event 2022. What's the Rising? The Rising is to celebrate Final Fantasy XIV's birthday. I've done a few of the previous Rising events. One of them was back in 2015. It should have been 2015. It was the one where you had to. There were bugs, literal like game bugs that you had to squish. It was pretty fun. But this year, I know what the gift is. The other year, 2 years ago, we had Albert, and last year we got the nice parasol. So, Rising Attendant. And looking to the past, we take solace in the present and think of what the future may hold. As the very essence of the Rising, this year we have prepared a spectacular fireworks celebration. It is sure to enthrall everyone in attendance. What is the Rising? The Rising is a period of remembrance that commemorates those lives that were lost during the battle of the great tragedy that was the Calamity. We also pay tribute to the unsung heroes who risked their life and limb that others might know a brighter future. And so the streets are decorated with somber trappings, and the night sky is filled with vibrant fireworks. The solemn atmosphere and bright lights often may spur others to reflect on the doom portended by Dalamund. By doing so, they might give thanks to the present and muster hope for a brighter tomorrow. And the Rising vendor here has all the usual. We'll pop all our champagne at the very end. Now, I think. There it goes. Yes. I just want to pick a very... What's a good appropriate one? Yeah, Defender Viewers, yeah. So we gotta go to here to our good old friend, the Wandering Minstrel. Newfound Journey. The Wandering Minstrel has a request for an experienced adventurer. And who else but Solace, in air quotes. No lands must remain beyond its grasp. Go forth, conquer, rule. Ah, but this is my dear adventurer friend. Pleased I am to see you again. Have you perchance come to join us in remembering the Calamity? I have, yeah. If you have a moment, there's a favour I would ask of you. Will you not hear me out? Huh? Yep. In part due to the promotional efforts during the recent Moonfire Fair, more people are seeking to take up adventuring. Not all are yet wise in the ways of the world. However, I fear they might fall prey to less principled types than Ulda. If one such as you were to help them on their way, I'd feel more at ease. What say you? Will you not take on a fledgling adventure under your wing? Sure, why not? I'm truly grateful. Now, I believe a carriage is due to arrive shortly, and if you go and wait at the gate of Nald, chances are a soul will wander in who just embarked upon the path of adventure. Pray greet them and offer your help. Worry not, you'll have no trouble identifying them. Need but look for someone absorbed in their surroundings. I dare say I feel like glimpsing into the past. Right to the part where you were greeted by a helpful stranger. Back then, I think we looked an awful lot like... Oh, do I not have the glamour plate? Oh, I have the original Ura garb as a glamour plate. So you people can dance their way there. Oi, adventurer! Over here! Is it your first trip to Ul'dah? Nah, give him a good old welcome. Welcome to Ul'dah. to him, it's just like, why is there a very provocative idle dancer walking towards me? Who are you? I'm Sumira, you might. I'm an adventurer like you. An experienced adventurer, you say? And you want to help me on my way? I could certainly use some guidance. I've never been anywhere near as big and busy as Ul'dah. My name is... Nahagi, Jaka. Just call me Nagi, will you? And you'll rightly guess I'm an aspiring adventurer. That's why I left my village and came here. So I understand you first need to register at the Adventurers Guild. Do you know where it is? Yeah. Let's talk to my Modi. She's a good lady. Through that door, is it? Thank you. I'll head there at once. Agi rushes off before he can offer further explanation. Perhaps we should follow him to the quicksand. So, I hear fireworks, but I don't see them. Ah yes, my favourite. Implied fireworks. Oh no, there they are. Bit of a distance, but in and out, in and out. Come on, Aggie, you can do it. Oh, it's you again. To be honest, I'm quite nervous. It's heartening to have you here too. Why, hello there! What can I do for you today? This lad's here to register, is he? Yes, madam. I wish to join the Adventurers Guild. My name is Nagi Jaka. I'm 16 years old, practically a man grown. Alright, you're a lively one. My Modi's the name, and if you want to be an adventurer, then you've come to the right woman. There's nothing to it, really. You just need to write your name in the register. Come. Next of kin, right here. Fill out this next of kin in case you die horribly and all your property has to go to someone. There we go. And with that, you're officially a member of the Adventurers Guild. If you ever need a bit of advice about one thing or another, pay me a visit. Just don't go bother me every time you stub your bloody toe, alright? Of course, I do hear and tell of a gentleman's woes in the... Well, I do enjoy hearing tales of a gentleman's woes with the women's folks from time to time. Well, now then, I'd normally offer you a grand tour, but in light of present company, I'd reckon you ought to have it from her. She's a renowned adventurer, after all, the bleeding champion of Eorzea, and you could do far worse than to get her advice. I am the warrior of light, the main protagonist. Saved the universe countless times, saved the world from depression and shady blokes and cloaks. To begin with, may I help you recommend a guild here in Ul'dah for an Haggy to join? If it's too noisy in here, there'll be benches just outside where you can have a nice little chat. I must confess, choosing guild is quite daunting. I appreciate any advice you can offer. The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty final registrations. Alright, let's talk guilds. Okay, there's the Goldsmiths Guild, the Mining Guild. Oh wait, you're not here for that. I'm all ears, Sumeri. Welcome to the dating sim portion. Yeah, adventuring can be dangerous. What attracted you to it? A merchant who was in the carriage with me, Bray, something asked me much the same thing. At the time, I couldn't give a proper answer. I had a reason for leaving home, of course, but I couldn't express it in words. But having set foot in Ul'dah, it's become clear in my mind. I wanted to know what lay beyond the horizon. I wanted to see it with my own eyes and be amidst it. You've been to many places, right? You like it then, travelling that is. I love travelling. There's nothing like the thrill of seeing new sights. So you do. I have an older sister. During the calamity, we fled to Gridania and took refuge at a village in the mountains. I ended up staying in that secluded place, and it's been a long dream of mine to travel the world. But inexperienced as I am, I don't know if I could live a life on the road. Is there a guild that could equip me with the skills I need? One representing students of the Fighting Arts? I see, so there's a place in Ul'dah where I can learn to protect myself and others. If I recall correctly, Ul'dah is home to the Pugilists and Thaumaturgy's Guild. Of those two, I'd choose the Pugilists. I've often enjoyed rigorous exercise, and I'm quite confident in my physical ability. Yes, I believe that this is the guild for me. I'll go and join it once. I can show you to the guild if you like. Thanks for concern, but I should be fine. If you still have time, though, could we meet again afterwards? There are a few more things I'd like to ask you about. Great. I'll look for you over here when I'm done. You wait a good while, but there's no sign of Nagi. Perhaps you should look at him at the Pugilists Guild. Nice. Some people are already rocking with the new chest piece. That was a most impressive display, young one. Watching you, I'm reminded of myself in my youth. Swift, strong, and handsome. Not to say I'm not these things anymore, of course. You're too kind, Master Haman. And I'm sure you're still all those things and more. Now then, Aggie, take care you don't flatter the old man over much. His neck couldn't bear his head getting any larger. Oh, Samira, I'm glad you said that pugilism agrees with me. My thanks for your recommendation. So you're the one who sent Aggie after us. The lad possesses rare talent, and I look forward to watching him grow in our art. Right then, my boy. Remember today's lesson well, and keep at your training. Next time, we shall try something a little harder. So ever keeping waiting, so engrossed was I in the combinations, I lost track of time. Oh man, this thing, something called a rotation. It's pretty crazy, man. Or should I... Oh, I should mention something. I was just training. A particular minstrel approached me. He said that if I'm resolved to walk an adventurous path, I should seek him out for a task. Moreover, he asked that you accompany me, if you're willing. He's apparently waiting by the Ruby Road Exchange. Sure. My friend, you've done a splendid job as a guide. I was right to entrust the task to you. What? You mean to say Sumira approached me at your behest? He's somewhere... Oh, there he is. She did, I must confess. You see, for my next composition, I seek to capture the essence of the times. While any number of subjects would be worthwhile, of greatest interest to me is the recent rise in the ranks of adventurers. And thus bringing different generations of adventurers together, I had hoped for inspiration to strike, and I'm pleased to say that it has. Drawing upon your experience, walking your path, you've helped Nagi to... Nahagi, blah, words. To begin... You've helped Nagi to begin walking his... You've helped Nahagi to begin walking his. A reminder that the present owes its existence to the past. That is to say, the present and the past are deeply intertwined. If we would capture the former, we cannot well disregard the latter. This brings me to my next request. I ask that you each find an object with a connection to the calamity, the event which gave rise to the realm's rebirth, and present it to me with its tale. That sounds not unlike a treasure hunt. It'll be my first task as an adventurer. What you say, Sumiri? Shall we do it? Excellent. When you have your items, please seek me out at the Ruby Road Exchange. I eagerly look forward to seeing what you bring. There are many vendors at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, right? Chances are they'll have something, so let's begin our search there. I mean, Ul'dah at night is just so beautiful. God. Sorry, the lack of streams. Oh, yeah, I should really mention that. 6.2 happened. Got a bit too absorbed. And way too much PvP. I did, like, too much. I did too much, like, during, like, Monday. I did, like, 12 hours of PvP. I wouldn't recommend it. You went a bit loopy. But hey, I got that Archfiend glamour. Took way too long. Come on, let's begin looking around. Nagi, Jackia is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with the quest objectives. Oh, yeah. They teach you about... Huh. Oh, I guess for newer players, this would be their first experience of having someone follow them. And with the whole, like, extra bit of dialogue. Oh, is this the local cuisine? Goodness, but everything looks amazing. In the course of your journeys, you must have sampled all kinds of food, from simple fare to exotic feasts. I look forward to sampling everything too. I tell you, being culinarian pays off. Raid food, man. 2 words. Raid food. House of Splendors? What kind of place is this, I wonder? I see you're not... Oh, I see you're not familiar with the house. We offer wares in exchange for scripts, but our service is available for only those that we know and trust. Oh, so if I want to become a customer, I need to make a name for myself. One day, Nagi. One day. Seriously, you'll go down a rabbit hole. Renoa, she's dangerous. I've seen the voice. I've seen the face of death, man. Don't go there. Oh shit! They brought this painting back. Oh, that's so cool. I'm pleased to present the works of Jabentia, the brightest new star in the work of glass art. His artistry and craftsmanship will astound and inspire you. Yeah, I remember doing that. It was like a little puzzle. Oh, Mrs. Sumeri! How have you been, my friend? Dude, I remember you. I got that painting from you that one year. I'm still working on my craft, as you see. And for the Rising this year, Aston has organised his street exhibition for me. Feel free to browse at your leisure. Don't hesitate to let me know if you have any questions. We're looking for objects that bear connection to the Calamity. Do you have anything that fits the description? As a matter of fact, I do. Yonder painting, entitled The Sultana 7, depicts an inspiring event from the Calamity. 'Twas the final days before the fall of Dalamond. Its inexorable approach, foretelling our impending doom. Panic spread wildfire, while many in their desperation turned to the Sultanate. Looting and rioting broke out across Ul'dah. To quell the masses, Her Majesty Nanmo Ul Namo took to the streets with a guard consisting of only 7 subjects. They alone had the courage to stand with the Sultana. There she addressed the rabble. Heed me, my beloved citizens. The realm lies upon the brink of the 7th Umbral era. Yet so long as we live, we must not forget our compassion. Now is not the time to take from your neighbour, but to proffer him the hand of succour. Brought to the senses by her words, the people laid down their arms and set about healing the wounds they themselves had inflicted on Ul'dah. and those who returned from the battlefield found their home, much as they had left it, a gleaming jewel in the desert. Her Majesty sounds like a great ruler. Ulda is fortunate to have her watching over it. Hexer shared the tale. It's indeed inspiring. You've done an incredible job capturing it in glass. Shall we look for more? There's bound to be other things out there. Greetings! From daily necessities to unusual curios, I deal in all manner of wares. If there's something in particular you seek, you need but ask. We're looking for some calamity-based wares. Objects to do with the calamity. The two of you are adventurers, are you not? In which case, I have something that may be of interest. It's a journal I acquired from an adventurer who retired injured. The man recorded his experience during the calamity in detail, and I dare say has value for students of history. Oh, an adventurer's first-hand account. I'd love to pore over it. Do you keep a journal of your adventures as well, Sir Mary? If so, I'd love to read it one day. With your permission, of course. Oh, for another historical piece, I also have a scrapbook of articles. The Raven, Gridania's leading tabloid. These mainly cover events outside the calamity, however. Articles from the Raven, you say? So far, so good. Let's look around a little more. Oh, Nagi, also. Yours is famous for its weird nightclubs. You just need to accept that. What? Is this female? Welcome. What are you after? Some calamity-based swag? Objects in connection with the calamity, you say? Why, I've just the thing. An amethyst ring from Ishgard, steeped in sentimental value. 5 years ago, on the eve of the Battle of Cartano. Okay. 5 years ago, on the eve of the Battle of Cartano, a young temple knight set out from his homeland, wishing to do his part for Eorzea when his nation would not. Alas, the man never arrived in the flats. En route, he came upon a merchant being attacked by a dragon, and lost his life to the stranger's aid. This was his ring, an heirloom passed through his line. What a tragic tale. But I wonder, how did the ring find its way back? If the knight fell, it seems the merchant couldn't have survived unscathed. I remember now. Though the knight was mortally wounded, he succeeded in striking down the dragon. And with his last breath, he entrusted the ring to the merchant. Yes, that's how it happened. So what do you say? Are you interested? I should be willing to part with the relic for a special price, but for today only. This feels a little dubious. I dare say we've seen enough. Let's find a quiet spot and discuss what to bring back. Oh, it's down here. Right, this looks like a good spot as any. I don't know about you, but that was very new and exciting for me. Talking to myriad people, learning the tale behind each object. It's been a great experience, and I won't soon forget it. Now then, we need to decide what we need to take to the minstrel. Have you made up your mind? I only have the Sultana 7 paint at home, so we can just take that, but the journal. I see. I did consider that too, but in the end settled on something else. What is it, if you don't mind? I'd like to keep it a surprise. Come on, let's purchase our respective items and meet back where the minstrel awaits. You obtain the Retired Adventurous Journal. Ugh. Welcome back. You've each found an item, I trust. Here, have this journal. Oh, now, what have we here? The Journal of an Adventurer, you say? As my defenders claim, such records typically don't have much historical value, on account of their limited perspective and inherent partiality. Yet, by the same token, they have a great value to me, for they offer a glimpse into the writer's heart. There's no richer material for penning verses. Now then, what of you, young Nahagi? And what might this be? The scrapbook of articles from the Raven. You see, my sister is a reporter for the tabloid. During the calamity, she travelled the realm, interviewing adventurers about their journeys, and I love nothing more than to hear her tales. They seemed like such a diverse crowd, adventurers. No two people were alike, and yet they were united in the free, unshackled lives they lived. It struck a chord with me, and the time I found myself admiring them. Looking back, it was my sister who instilled in me the desire to see the world, to become an adventurer. That's why I chose the scrapbook. I see. The footprints someone leaves on a journey becomes the starting point for another. Yes, a verse comes to me, a blessing for those souls who are taking their first cherry steps into the unknown. Pray, lend me your ears. And it's time for the yearly visit. Hear, feel, think, consume product. Everyone in their default garb. It's your boy. Greetings, warrior of light. It's you again. This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind? Perhaps or perhaps not. Yeah, it's Naoki Yoshida, aka your boy, Yoshi-P. Uncle Yoshi-P as we all call him. 'Tis a pleasure to meet you again. As I have in the past, I have beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude. First of all, I wish to thank you for continuing to grace us with your presence. You and your fellow adventurers are our inspiration, and it shall never change. The world, however, is in an ever-changing place, mysterious in its elusiveness. Unexpected hardships may turn our lives upside down. And though we all desire deep peace in our hearts, the spark of conflict never cease to be struck. Like an adventurous journey, the world is constantly moving towards the unknown, and it takes some considerable courage to alter course. Yet I hurriedly believe that it is a small but significant step in our quest to create new adventures. Indeed, another great change is about to visit the world, and it shall open the ways. Wait. Indeed, another great change is about to visit the world, and it shall open the way to exciting new journeys. What does that mean, Yoshi-P? Tell us. Another great change. What are you going to tell? That's something to do with 7.0. 7.0 is going to get a big graphical overhaul. To a certain degree, graphics are going to get updated, the models. However, a great change is about to visit the world. Are we going to get a different world? Like a... One would assume that we're going to go to a different planet. And yet 'tis our abiding hope that our journey together shall ever continue on to the distant horizon and beyond. Now, the time has come for this vision to end. Time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. Return to walking your path, and know that you are in our hearts always. And always to keep subbing to Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn, so that you can keep me employed at Square Enix, where I can make more Final Fantasy games that'll make you cry, contemplate your life's decisions, and also fund Final Fantasy XVI, which I am producing and keeping soaking alive because, oh god, we don't want to lose this poor man. Everyone at the team is going strong, yo. It's thanks to you subbing to our game. The fact that we ran out of frickin' keys for everyone joining during Endwalker. And you, Asmongold, and every other YouTuber and HoloLive VTuber getting involved, just saying, hey everyone, you should play this MMO, it's pretty cool, yo. I'd be thankful that the TP gauge doesn't exist anymore, because what the hell was that about? And don't forget to consume product. Till next we meet, I bid you safe travels. See you next year for wacky shenanigans with my best friend, the Wandering Minstrel. Thank you for the generous reward and the uplifting verse. It gives me courage for the road ahead. Speaking of which, it's time I set out on my own. Though it was brief, I enjoyed our time together, and hope to see you again, somewhere out there. Come what may, never forget to smile. And I'll pass my regards to your sister. Though much and more was lost in the calamity, intrepid souls continue to set forth, paving the way unto the future. In such a moment in history do we stand. And for you, I would perform another song. Your life is a riddle to bear gladness and grief. Need stars through storms, the answers to seek. Your footprints are threads to be gathered and woven, a song of dawn resplendent, dancing high to the heavens. From the embrace of the gods, through mankind has been torn, upon winds eternal lives, and memories are born. The future is unwritten. Bring it to rapture or sorrow. Our journey shall continue unto tomorrow and tomorrow. I wonder, how did you feel as you watched Nagi set off? Did the sight fill you with worry for a fledgling adventure, or did it awaken fond memories of your own humble beginnings? Whichever it may be, I know that yours is a journey more trying than most. There will be times when you're overcome by loneliness, and each step feels heavier than the last. In such a moment, I bid you remember this. So long as you harbour love for this world, ever shall there be a place for you in it. Your adventures will never end. 10 more years of this game, buckaroos. The whole 9 yalms. So Clockwork Solace. No lands must remain beyond its grasp. Go forth, conquer, rule. Clockwork Solace. Designed in the likeness of Solus Sosgalvus, founding father of the Garlean Empire. This automaton was created in the royal workshops to commemorate the 9th anniversary of his ascension. Several units were dispatched to the provinces as a show of the nation's technological prowess. I should be the one to say. Now, he did the thing, everybody. Our boy Solus. Solus did the finger snap. Go on, do it again. Go on. There we go. Bunch of nerds are doing their thingamajigs. But yeah. But we're gonna end the stream with we're gonna pop a good old Realm Reborn Red, a special vintage of sparkling red wine, prepared by Master Venter Bergaland, whatever that name is, of Wine Port for the Rising, an annual celebration of Ursus rebirth. This particular magic prism, Meteor Survivor. This peculiar contraption creates an illusion by weaving together a myriad shades of light. Produces a radiant light that projects images of the lesser moon Dalamond. Heaven's Cracker, an unexpected byproduct of Skysteel Manufacturing recent endeavours to develop a more volatile variety of fire sand. Happy Moonfire Fair! Meteor Shower. And flowers. And Nemea Potpourri. Oh, that's real cute. So yeah, we popped our champagne, we've played with our fireworks, and I will continue to still play this game. Granted, this game's my favorite game. I have a bunch of like I have a lot of I've played so many games throughout my entire life. But this game is number one. This game means a lot to me. Personally, it's one of the best stories ever. And the story's not over. We're still getting updates, getting expansions, with crazy new stories that just up the stakes. The 6.x series of right now, we're at 6.2. The story's going somewhere, and I'm looking forward to what they're doing. I'm still working my way through the raid series right now. I've got like the third fight, the third raid in this new batch to do. And I'm gonna work my way and what's the word? Like what's it like? I started as a bard. I will always be a bard. It's long range. Like I always play ranged. Then I picked up the Dark Knight because when I played Heaven's Sword, I was like, okay, okay, I'm gonna try tanking. And the Dark Knight storyline was so insanely good. Working my way through Samurai. Like, I still have so much of this game to play. Like, I'm gonna be spending the remainder of this year getting all these up to a general good amount. As I've got to do the Garo event. So I'm gonna have to get a lot of these. I think all of them up to 60 right now. Well, the majority of these up to level 60. So I can just get all the glamour. This game's become a big fashion show now. As well as I have spent more time crafting like an absolute lunatic. And I'm going to be doing armor soon. I'm saving fishing for last because I just need to be in the right head funk for that. But I've won in every quote unquote branch. Like I still need to figure out how to do Scholar. Conjurer I want to do White Mage. Looking forward to being a dancer. And I just the idea of I just like support roles. Blue Mage, yeah, we'll get to you someday. Like, I love this game so much. Yoshi-P save Square Enix. We can all agree Square Enix was down in the dirt. Square Enix sold a bunch of its Western companies, Western studios, IPs, just to stay afloat. And Yoshi-P's like, don't worry guys, I'm keeping the company alive. Because if there was no Final Fantasy XIV, who knows? This game could have failed, like, 1.0 failed miserably, and ever since 2.0 and to now current, it's had some rocky points, but now we're in the best point of the game. Our Realm Reborn, it takes a while. Don't skip it, because you're going to get some good context, about the world. You get to learn the characters. You get to just baby steps. Heavensward, holy shit, this game's really good now. What the hell? Wow, this is like the best thing ever. Stormblood, hell yeah, rebellion story about freedom. And as an Ura, it meant a lot to me. Shadowbringers, that was insane. Shadowbringers was insane. And Endwalker, what needs to be said? It's the best expansion ever. The stakes were insane. The characters, the best way to say it is, this game has a lot of fan service for its characters as well as Final Fantasy as a whole. And I'm going to be playing this game every week. Not every day, but like every week I will work my butt off. Someone's rocking it. That's birds for you. We've got the instruments. You gotta play... but yeah, folks. This is me, the great KDB, saying like, comment, subscribe as every YouTuber's forced to say. Please join me tomorrow for more Christian Gaming Sunday, where we're gonna pick up a new series, I think? Because we've done CJ the Ball. I just want to see what we got left on the cards. So yeah, we'll finish Trevor Strix again soon. I just need time, and probably Wednesday. I'll figure it out. I've got a busy schedule. So, good night, everybody. Goodbye.